Here's a fun fact. I met my husband at 39 and we got married at the age of 41. So needless to say, I have a lot of experience with being single. And now when I look back, I can see why. Well, this video is for you if you are over 30 and looking for the answers to this baffling question. Why am I still single? So let's start off at number 1. You haven't become the person that you want to find.
Interesting.
So I really wanted to start with this one because I feel like it's a major oversight. If I were to ask you what kind of person you're looking for in a partner, now tell me everything that you want them to be, you would probably have a long list of qualities ready. He has to make me laugh. He's successful and well off, he's in good shape, he's extremely honest, he's extremely kind, and it's great that you have a vision for the kind of person that you want to spend your life with. Now, I want you to ask yourself, out of all these qualities that you listed, how many would describe you? I listened to an interview by a motivational speaker called Rob Dial. He just explained it so well. Whatever traits that you wrote down that you want in a partner, look at that list and then become that person. It's so simple. It stems from the idea that the more that you work on your internal world, the more it will change and influence your external world. You will attract a person who is on your level. That's how it works. Women want that muscular man who can just carry them over the threshold. But then look at yourself. You're not in shape. You don't exercise. Your eating habits suck. Maybe you drink too much. It's okay. That's fine. Just start working on yourself to get there. Okay, this is a very common one. At some point in your life, you may have lost control due to an unhealthy attraction. Why don't you love me? Well, often when we are very desperately trying to ease discomfort, and this could be anger or fear, shame, loneliness, we experience those uncomfortable emotions that we don't want to address. And then to push those yucky feelings aside that make you feel bad, that we don't want to deal with, that we refuse to work through, we just create unhealthy attachments, and then the cycle begins. We're hurt or devastated by our partner's rejection and their detachment without recognizing that we're the ones who are actually seeking out this pattern. And in doing that, we unconsciously just reinforce those critical thoughts we have about ourselves. We're not worthy, we're not good enough. So until you deal with whatever pain or trauma from your past, you will continue to seek out these unhealthy relationships. So you just have to get to a place where you can break this cycle, and it starts with fixing it from the inside. So moving on to number 3, you are too independent. Now this is where you want to have a little bit of a think about whether a relationship is really the best thing for you. If you think you're going to get into a relationship without sacrificing some part of yourself, you're in for a big shock. A relationship consists of 2 people from 2 different backgrounds, different perspectives, trying to blend their 2 different lives into one. Whether it's your routine, your social life, your diet, whatever it is, you have to be a little flexible and not be set on always doing everything your way.
But my way is the best way.
Because when you're focused only on your needs and only on your happiness, then you stop being focused on others. And if you're single, you need to ask yourself, are you too independent? Because that can put off both men and women. Why would another man or woman feel like there's any room for them in your world? The 4th habit that's keeping you single is fear of intimacy. This has been one of my personal challenges for the longest time. I was very afraid of relationships. I would rather date men who were aloof and distant so that I knew, okay, this is not going to go anywhere. And then I didn't have to open up and I didn't have to make the effort to get close to someone else. As soon as someone showed me signs of actually liking me, I would just feel suffocated and smothered, and it would just bring up all these very uncomfortable feelings. I think a lot of us battle with this. The fear of intimacy is being unable to share your inner thoughts, to share your feelings, even share yourself. And the problem often begins when you feel the relationship is becoming too close. You may be able to be vulnerable and open up a little at first, but there's always a limit to how vulnerable that you can allow yourself to be. It can stem from certain childhood experiences, such as fear of abandonment. It can also come from traumatic experiences and abuse, whether as a child or, in my case, as an adult. I was carjacked at the age of 25. I'm still working on myself and trying to navigate this fear that lives inside of me every single day. If this may be something you or someone you know is going through, then understand that this is a problem only the person experiencing can fix. It has nothing to do with you, so just don't take it personally. Face and challenge negative attitudes that you have about yourself, and you may not even realize it. Now, this obviously won't happen overnight. It took me so many years, and I'm still working through a lot of things. And the fifth reason keeping you single:
You're too picky.
this one is gonna get a few eye rolls. I know this for a fact because that was my reaction when I was told I was too picky. You will probably defend yourself by saying, I'm not picky, I just have standards. There's a difference between not settling for less and being picky. And it's worth considering if you are the latter, because the truth is it's so much easier to blame your lack of a love life on there being a lack of options rather than there being something wrong with you. Now, examples of being too picky is going on a date with someone, you're enjoying it, but I don't know, there's just something about them. Ugh, he's too nice. I actually use that one. So this is the deal. What's important are the traits that you absolutely need in a partner to be happy. And that could be that they have strong family values, a good sense of humor, you share similar religious beliefs. Whatever it is that is so important to you, write those things down. These are things that are non-negotiable, that you need to be happy, and gauge whether you are being reasonable or you are being picky. And it can't be the case of, I want all the boxes ticked, I want the perfect partner or no partner at all. If you won't give someone a chance because you didn't feel that instant head over heels, ooh, swoon kind of a connection, swept off your feet like you see in the soap operas, you're not living in reality. You're putting way too much pressure on yourself and the people you meet. But if you are with a person who is willing to work through imperfections with you, that is perfect love. What I'm trying to say is there is no such thing as a perfect person. Clearly not, because my husband's an Arsenal supporter. But that does not affect their ability to be a great partner. So there you have it. Those are the 5 things that are keeping you single right now. This is from my own experience and some advice that I've been given along the way, along the years, the many years of being single. I think back to the years that I was single and I see how much of myself I needed to work on, and I didn't. I never thought I was the problem. Love is such a beautiful thing, so don't ever give up on finding love, but also be very honest about whether you're the one who is keeping yourself from finding it. Don't ever be afraid to take time away from dating and just work on yourself. Thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot. I'm wishing you a great week, sending you so much love, big hugs, and we'll talk soon. Bye.